The Paralympic Winter Games get started today in northern Italy. Team USA's Dani Aravich is on a mission, not just to win a medal, but also to bring more awareness to the Paralympics. We met this rising star in Italy last month during her final stretch of training. For the past 4 years, para-Nordic skier Dani Aravich has been hitting the slopes and gearing up to take on her second Winter Paralympics. The 29-year-old's journey to the world stage stems from a childhood passion for sports, growing up in Boise, Idaho.
I love sports, but I never thought there was a place for me long-term to compete in them because I was always competing against people who didn't have disabilities, and I always felt like I was at such a disadvantage.
Despite being born without a left hand and forearm, Aravich never let that define her limits. She tried nearly every sport as a kid and became one of the fastest runners on her high school cross-country team before she went on to compete in college. At 24, a family friend suggested she considered bringing her talents to the Paralympic stage.
What made you have that spark that said, no, I want to go pursue this dream?
I didn't know it was a dream because I honestly didn't know it was possible. I didn't know enough about the Paralympics to know there was a place for someone like me in it.
That changed when Aravich quit her full-time job and qualified soon after for the Tokyo Paralympics on Team USA's track and field team in 2021, where she finished 10th in the 400-meter sprint.
How has sport and your involvement in the Paralympics changed how you view your disability, and has it impacted how others view your disability?
Growing up, I didn't know anyone else really with a physical disability for most of my childhood. And so it's been the most eye-opening experience of my life getting to compete in this. And it's the most beautiful space and the most beautiful people that I've ever met.
Given her endurance background, Aravich was invited to enroll in a ski camp to give cross-country skiing and biathlon a shot, despite having never stepped on Nordic skis before.
I watched these people who were just so much more technically sound than me on skis, and I was like, I want to figure out how to do that. And I never felt something so hard aerobically in my life, like getting to a point in a race or in a training session where you're so uncomfortable that it's almost addictive to get back to.
Aravich's steadfast training eventually qualified her for the 2022 Winter Paralympics in Beijing. She became one of the few athletes to compete at both the Summer and Winter Paralympics. The experience has propelled her on a journey of advocacy. Through social media and her media collective Cultured, Aravich is on a mission to amplify parasport in mainstream culture.
I have no idea if I'll ever win a medal. I don't know what's going to happen at the Paralympics this Games or the next cycle. And so what I can control is how much I push the Paralympics in every conversation I have. And what really matters is making sure the next kid with a disability sees that there's a place for them in parasport.
Aravich has found her place, even earning the nickname the Biathlon Bandit, a nod to her Western roots and her rapid rise in the sport. Now, as she takes to the Paralympic stage for the third time, her definition of victory looks a bit different.
I'm excited. Like, all the work's been done. And now it's just something to enjoy. You know, however I do on the field of play, that is what it is. But if more people tune into the Paralympics than ever, then we're doing something right.
And you know, she said to me, when you watch this is really hard stuff. This is sport at its ultimate. I can't wait.
It looks so
She's
hard.
amazing.
All right.